I'm such a strong advocate of thinking big, dreaming big, because you just never know. And I feel like it's an insult to God if your vision and your dreams and your goals aren't big. It's an insult to him. It's like saying you don't trust him. You don't trust that your God is big enough to fulfill these things and to help you fulfill these things. Yeah. Welcome to Mind Over Matter, baby. Period. I'm your host, DEJA Wallace, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If this is not, I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that for you. You really came back to listen to another episode of Mind Over Matter. On your head up. Period. I love that. I love that for you. You really came back. I could tell that, like, you love yourself. I could tell that you're glowing right now. I could tell that something's big is going to happen. Like, for sure. So, yeah, let's get right into episode 103 of Mind Over Matter. I have my tea here. So let me sip on that real quick because we're going to get into a lot. Chamomile and peppermint. Yeah. So let's get right into this episode. Today's episode of Mind Over Matter, I wanted to talk about speaking your reality into existence, writing your reality into existence, thinking big. Just think big.
We need
like
to be thinking big.
And
you need to be thinking big, bitch.
Miracles. So if that's something you're interested in, kick back, relax, and let's get right into this episode, baby. Let's get right into it. Let's not do too much chit chat and too much politics. I'm not going to do too much theatrics. I just want to get into the nitty gritty. You get me? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep it voluptuous and meaty because I got a lot to talk about in this episode. I get really passionate about this topic because this is like the essence of what Mind Over Matter is about. It's about speaking your reality into existence. That's why I created this podcast. That's why I have this platform. It's for me to have video footage of me speaking my reality into existence. And along the way, I hope I'm able to just speak life into you as well. And it's crazy because I was journaling this morning, and in a way, I like to say this is like my video journal podcast. That's why I don't really journal a whole lot, but I try to be as consistent as possible. And I was journaling this morning. I looked back to something I had journaled last year, and it was labeled 2024 record-breaking goals. And I wrote 24 crazy big goals. These goals were big. These goals were scary. Like, I was reading it back today and I'm just like I was like in disbelief. Like, I really wrote some of the craziest things on there. And like each and every goal literally made my heart drop to my ass. Like, because these goals were big. These goals are just like borderline delusional. Not gonna lie, but how delusional really was it if I accomplished 4 out of those 24 goals, which is crazy to me. I accomplished 4 of those goals that I literally just wrote down. I just wrote down these goals out of the sake of just writing it down, out of the sake of just completing the list, you know? It wasn't anything too serious behind it. I just wrote it down like, what if, like, imagine I really did this and I did 4 out of those goals, out of those 24 goals. And it's crazy to me because one of the goals I wrote down was attend a red carpet event. I didn't know how on God's green earth I was going to accomplish this goal. I wrote this goal down just like, I don't know, like, let me just think big. I'm just gonna write this down. I didn't know how I was gonna accomplish that goal, but I did. And I could proudly say today I did my first ever red carpet event in November with Black women in Long Island. And I shared the red carpet with News 12 and Newsday. Some of the biggest names in media, and Mind Over Matter shared the carpet with them. And that's why I'm such a strong advocate of thinking big, dreaming big, because you just never know. And I feel like it's an insult to God if your vision and your dreams and your goals aren't big. It's an insult to him. It's like saying you don't trust him. You don't trust that your God is big enough to fulfill these things and to help you fulfill these things. And I truly believe if your vision is not big enough, that it scares you in some type of way, it's disrespectful to God. You don't want to disrespect God. And that's really the mindset I had writing down these goals. And to say I accomplished 4 out of the 24 is crazy, because I didn't know I was going to accomplish one thing on that list. And my message to you right now is that just think big, think the
big,
biggest, most scariest thing you don't even know how you're going to accomplish. Just write it down. And I don't really talk about faith on here that much as I should be talking about it, but know that the things that you are writing, thinking, and putting out into the universe is not going unseen, and that there's a higher power, I believe in God, Jesus Christ, that is going to help you fulfill these things. And the reason I say write it down as well is that there's something that happens when you write these things down. You're basically keeping a catalog of evidence of your thoughts. And when you do reread these journal entries or diary entries, you're reminding yourself of these things and of these ideas and these plans you have for yourself. And the reason I say you have to make it big, you have to make it scary, you have to make it something you've never even thought of in your wildest dreams, is because it can be accomplished. And it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter when, it can be accomplished. I didn't know how I was going to do this big red carpet thing. I didn't know it was even a possibility, but I still wrote it down, because once you write it down, now it's a possibility. Once you think it, once you speak it out into existence, and now it's a possibility. There's scientific proof. So don't argue with me, argue with them scientists that did the research. There's scientific proof that proves that when you speak, there's an electromagnetic pull that happens to attract these things to you. Don't argue with me, argue with the science. It's true, and it can be proven, because I know a lot of y'all can have different beliefs, different backgrounds, but there was a research done. Like I said, go argue with them scientists, not me. There was research done where there was 2 rooms of people, right? And in one room, there was people who were told to think negatively, like, oh, I hate my life, I hate myself, I hate my mom, I hate my dad. They were told to think these negative things, right? Just think just negatively. In the other room, they were told to think positively, like, oh, life is good, life is great. Positive thoughts. And there was a bowl of water set in the middle of these people thinking these thoughts in these two different rooms. So there was 2 bowls of water. And at the end of the study, they found that the particles in the water were actually moving and shaping and shifting based off of the vibration of the sound of them speaking. When I was watching this study happen before my eyes, I couldn't believe what I was seeing and hearing. I was like, wow, because think about how powerful it is. How powerful it is when you speak. There's electrons, molecules formulating based off of the vibration of the sound of what you're speaking at. So why in the world, why would you not speak highly about your life? Why would you not think just the most big, extravagant things can come from this life of yours? Because you are a miracle. Your life, your existence is a miracle that you are here right now, in this time, in this reality, able to experience this moment, able to hear the sound of my voice right now. It's a miracle. Do you not get that? Do you not get that? You are a miracle. So why don't you believe miracles could happen to you? Do you know the likelihood of you existing right now? I don't know the exact number, but it's crazy. The likelihood of you existing in this time right now is a miracle. So act like it, move like it. Speak like miracles could happen over your life. And I told you I get passionate about this topic because it concerned me. It concerns me because there was a version of myself where I was writing in this journal. When you told me to write my goals, it was very achievable, very predictable, things that I know I can do, because I was writing my goals and my vision of my life for myself as if other people were going to read it and judge me, seeking validation when I'm writing these goals out, seeking validation from others. Writing these goals out with the intention of getting validation, which is scary because you're writing your life as if trying to seek approval from others outside of yourself. And why that could be so detrimental is because people are judging you based off where they are in life. They're judging the ideas you bring to them based on where they are in life, and you don't know what's going on upstairs. You don't know where they are mentally. A lot of the times it's hard to tell, and they're judging you based off of where they are in life. They don't know where you're going. They don't know the vision that was instilled in you. So once you're able to validate yourself, it's easier, I found, to just go out on blind faith and relentlessly pursue these grand, big ideas. And what I found is that I've always fell short when it came to thinking of myself highly, because I always allowed other people's perceptions of me affect the way I viewed myself. I know how cliche it sounds. It does not matter what other people think about you. It only matters what you think about yourself, because without your own validation, you will constantly be seeking other people's validation. It will never be enough, because these people sometimes, most of the time, can't even validate their damn self. So why would they validate you? Crazy, because for a while I doubted myself. I second guessed myself. I needed a lot of validation about the things I was doing, and it takes away the power that you give yourself, the authority that you have over your life when you do these things, because you are literally asking others to validate your dreams and your visions and your ideas. They are only going to validate it based on where they are in life. And say you are in a different space than them, it's not going to resonate with them. You don't need everybody to like what you're doing. You don't. As long as it feels right to you. And this feels right to me, so I'm going to keep doing it. You get me? It don't matter if I get 5 views. It don't matter if I get 40,000 views. It doesn't matter, because it feels right to me. And I really need to emphasize that, because I've been there. I've been the person like, oh, I only got 5 views. Let me delete this. No, you are not any less than just because less people validated you. You are still amazing. You are still the person who you felt like you were before you got that validation. Validate yourself. We are going to speak, or even write, in my case, about ourselves in the way that we perceive ourselves. So if you don't think highly of yourself, you're not going to write highly about your future. You're not going to speak highly about your future. You're not going to move according to just that highest version of yourself, because you have doubt, you have fear. And that's why the way you perceive yourself is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what other people think about you, because other people believing in me, of course that's like a plus, but at the end of the day, what if they wake up and they don't believe in me anymore? Is that supposed to dictate how much I believe in myself? No, it shouldn't, because your validation is all you really need. It's all you need in this world. And it's to the point where I have so much belief that things are going to work out in my favor. And I think this belief stems from just my faith in God, my faith knowing that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I don't really talk about faith on here like that, because I don't know why, but I really never really talk about faith on here like that. But I'm speaking about it now. Yeah, there's a different type of posture you walk with when you know that there's a force bigger than any man on this earth that is on your side. And that's like, it's going to be inevitable that you are going to win when you are just aware of that and you are able to receive that. If you listen to the end of another episode, make sure you tell your mom to tell your mother. No, that's not gonna work. If you listen to the end of another episode, make sure you tell your mother, friend, mom's, auntie, dog, sister that it's mind over matter, baby.
Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. No, you mind over matter is magic. I do magic. No, you mind over matter is magic. I do magic. No, you think